the Detroit Pistons are down, but this is a team that cannot be helped. They have a new coach in Monty Williams this season, and right now they have suffered their 25th straight loss. This is a team that has only won 2 games out of 27 out of a possible 27, 28 games. I mean, this is sad, man. Like, and the thing that even has made me like make this video is the 8 of the Jazz players are out, as you can see on the screen. Like, the main players for the Jazz are out, and they just lost. I mean, Cade Cunningham, man, he's just you know, things are just not going. They're not going the Pistons' way this season, and even when I say that, it's an understatement. In that game they played in the Utah Jazz, the Pistons fans were chanting "Sell the team" after that loss, and you could see how deafening the crowd was, because my God, this is just a very poor performance, and I don't think that they want to be in the history books of like the team that had like the most losses like that. I know the Detroit Pistons fan base is right now irate because their team is just hot garbage right now. The Detroit Pistons fans, they have let their frustration known after that game, and it was you have thought that the players that would have had that in mind when they were playing, but there's no sense of urgency in this team. You can see a lot of brick layups. I've watched the highlights, and my God, even watching the whole game, it's just it's just a headache. You can't sit through and just watch a whole Detroit Pistons game. And right now, even the betting odds are like so high. If a Detroit Pistons team is playing, you just know it's a 10 point something, and if another team is playing, it's just a 1 point or a 1.5, because right now the whole NBA is just using the Detroit Pistons like a doormat, and they're just so it's just a quick win. When you look at the Detroit Pistons, it's just a quick win for the team, and I don't know if it's a coaching problem. I don't know if it's if the players are not getting anything. I don't know if they're just tanking, because they might not look like they're tanking, but this is just like they're just taking a page from the Sam Hinkie's playbook, because right now, are they tanking for better talent? Because they did that, they got the 4th pick, if I'm not wrong. They got the 4th pick. Right now, it's just embarrassing. They're just losing like that, and they're going to make history as the team to have like the the most losses, or even the worst losing streak. If if the Pistons lose their 26th consecutive game, they become the holders of the longest single season losing streak in NBA history. So the all-time losing streak record is held by the Trust the Process Sixers, who ended their 2015 season with 10 losses and started off the next year with an 0-18 record. So losing 28 consecutive games. So the Pistons are on the precipice of breaking that record, especially the upcoming fixtures. And honestly, if you ask me, I don't know where this team goes from here, because they're just down bad. And even when I say that, it's just an understatement, because the way the game is moving, I don't think even people are going to be willing even to tune into a Detroit Pistons game. And I'm glad they don't even have any televised games, because the NBA doesn't want to like look like that team. They don't want this, that publicity like that. And they're going to have the least televised games even in the coming, games that they're going to have, because I don't think even a big market team will want to like, be in a nationally televised game just beating down on the Detroit Pistons. And considering the fact that they had Cade Cunningham, who was the former #1 pick, you could just see like you even put to question like their talent development. What are they doing? Their in-game management is actually abhor. The games that they will have even won, like the Jazz one, which even has prompted me to make this video, because I've seen a couple of videos being made on YouTube and just doing their rounds, but this one is just pathetic. You're having like the 8 players of the Jazz who are very crucial and integral for that Jazz team were out, and they got beat by bench warmers. So you can see how trash this team is. And honestly, I'm not sure where they go from here, because if this one continues, they'll just break that record, and they'll just have like that title of like the worst team in the NBA. And currently they're the worst team. I mean, I've not seen a team like lose this much, like back to back to back losses. They have the longest losing streak like this. So hopefully they can be able to win at least one game before the year ends, because if they don't, they'll just be 2 games away from the from from breaking the record of like the team with the highest losing streak in the single season. So they're just tied with the trust the process Sixers. I know some Hinky is like looking at the Pistons and he's just laughing because he's like, let's just tank for better talent. But they did that already. They grabbed, they grabbed a few lottery picks, but still they're not able to like build anything substantial. And honestly, even the fans are and they're right to say like they need to just sell the team completely, because there's nothing going on in Detroit, and they're not even like a free agency destination. I don't see any big time players signing with the Detroit Pistons on a 1 year, 2 year, or even a 4 year deal. I know they're not even on the luxury tax, because majority of the players there on like they're either on rookie deals or 2 way contracts, or like mid-level exceptions. So I don't think anyone is going to go to Detroit even in free agency. So even if they low key want to tank like this shouldn't be allowed, man. Like they're just dropping games like that. So yeah, man. I mean, the Detroit Pistons are straight hot garbage, and they and there's no response from their side, because even Kid Cunningham was asked, he couldn't even believe like the record that they have, and it was just embarrassing. And hopefully they can just try to turn it around and have at least a decent record, and even try to not even a decent record, at least win like 3 to 4 games with the upcoming games that are coming up. So yeah, that's just my take on it. So tell me what you think on the comments section, what you think, and I'm out. Peace.